Okay, so let me tell you the story about when my mom was a little frightened when she started noticing my gifts a little bit more. And she was just like, what is going on with her? What is going on with my child? So there was one time I was sitting outside of my house in the driveway and I had the house phone. I was like sitting there talking on the house phone, but I wasn't talking on the house phone to anybody on the phone. I was seeing dead relatives in a car that was like parked like directly across from my house. From my perspective, I had a grandma, a grandpa, and it was like a third family member in that car. And I'm talking to them from the phone, but I'm not, I'm like pretending I'm on the phone, but I'm talking to them, from where they are in the car. And my mom comes outside and she's like, Tasha, who are you talking to? And I'm like, oh, I'm talking to grandma and grandpa and blah, 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 blah. And she's like, no, no, no. Come get in the house. Come get in the house. Things I started doing was freaking my mom out because she didn't understand why I was doing this, if I was having imaginary friends or what, because it was freaking her out. And mind you, we're a spiritual family. Like, grew up in church. My dad was a pastor. His dad was a pastor. So it's not like they're oblivious to spiritual things. It's just that it's happening in their own home with their own child, and none of their other kids had this. Basically, my mom said that she had went to sleep that night, and she, like, before she went to sleep, she prayed to God and was like, well, my auntie Sabrina that passed away, that kept me as her, she was like my guardian angel. She like prayed and she was like, Sabrina, if you're with Deja, please let me know. Like, send me a sign, God. What is wrong with my child? Why is she always talking to things? Like, help me find an answer. So she said she went to sleep that night. And in that dream, she was in heaven and she was like walking on these white clouds. And she said in the far distance, she could see my aunt, my grandma, my grandpa, and she like called out to them. She's like, hey, Sabrina, Sabrina. And she said my aunt turned around and my mom was like, are you with her? Like, are you with Deja? And then my aunt was like, yes, I'm with her. I'm with her. And my mom was like, oh, okay. Okay. So she woke up from that dream and she was like telling me, and she's like, because I didn't know what was going on with you, but your aunt verified it to me that she's with you, and I actually am speaking to my relatives. I'm not just speaking to whoever whatsoever. But yeah, it was kind of a confirmation for her. Like, a lot of my experiences, my parents were there to experience something else or see something else, or have to protect me or help me guide through it, because not all my experiences were sweet, but I did have, like, once you can see good, you can also see bad. So it was like back and forth for me as a child. And I had a lot of scary experiences, then I had a lot of sweet experiences. But at the same time, I didn't really have nobody to train these skills. So that way I can like home them in and like work through the bad times. My dad always gave me scriptures. I slept with scriptures over my bed because I would wake up with nightmares from attacks in my sleep and stuff like this. But it did help my parents understand, like, okay, she has a gift and she's able to see certain things. So that's that story.